And welcome back. Quick break. We're ready to dive into this strange intrigue.
Mystery.
We still haven't found out much about the motivations of. We have found out a bit more about the state of it. So let's jump on over to House Tullison. It's about a 2 days ride, Clarissa. It's a hard ride. However, regardless of how enthusiastic or not enthusiastic you are to get there, your men will stop you at one point and being like, "You need to not ride anymore.
Please rest. Please
they're
rest.
They're like veteran riders and it's you get there in peace and stuff. So it takes about 2 days, but you get there. You come up to House Tullison. You come to Mountain's Reach. So Mountain's Reach is quite a sight, quite honestly. The castle's just as big as Vilden Hall. Very imposing, very old. You would know that the Tullisons, this is not the Tullison ancestral house. The Tullisons, as far as nobles go, are pretty new. They're not that old. They've had maybe 2-3 generations. That's about it. So they were basically given this castle. So you know that their status seems a bit strange, that someone as kind of low tier as them would have this fucking kick ass as a castle. But that's what they got. All the mines that came with it don't hurt neither. So you ride up to the walls. They're like, "Hail, who goes there?"
Clarissa Asterwood. I'm visiting my mother's.
You've been expected. The doors are open, but some men do stop you. They let you go on in. There are a lot of soldiers here. You see the people guarding the wall, but in the field there are just a lot of armed men. They look mostly like bowmen, and but they don't have long bows like the ones who would be proper archers. They have short bows. A lot of them have they have a unit that looks a lot like the rocky outcroppings. They look like gorilla soldiers almost. There's a good amount of them. There's the castle garrison. And you also see small folk in here who have been given suitable arms. They have pointed sticks essentially.
Fuck are they?
But they're being instructed how to stab back by a guy who kind of looks like a knight. But a lot of these people look like they have no idea what they're. There's this looks like people are mustering. You've never seen a muster before, but if people were to muster, you've seen a mustering.
The air of a mustering.
Mm-hmm. Your sharp eye would be like, "There's muster in the air."
There's mustard in the air.
Mm-hmm.
If mustard, it is Dijon.
Please, sir, you have any Grey Poupon?
Dijon.
All right, so you are brought forward, and you are brought in, and you are here to base. Cousin, you'd be cousin. This time on your mother's side instead of. So. You're kind of brought into a room offside of the the hall, and you see your young cousin standing there, wind tussling his hair somehow. His his kind of reddish gold locks. He has that like Loras type hair, sort of down behind his neck, but like shaped and curled, and it's just perfect.
Oh, disgusting.
So you see your cousin, Lord Dunstan Tullith. He's in full armor, and looking over a map of the region. And he's there with like some of his men. And he kind of looks over at you, cousin. And he kind of walks up and says, like, he gives you a big smile, and his face, when he looked at you, his entire face lit up. Like, his expression changed, and it's a beautiful smile. And he comes over to give you a hug. And he kind of gives you a big hug. He goes, "What's it been? God, I must have been a boy last time we saw each other."
Dustin, you're still a boy, really, in my eyes, but yes.
A boy who's Lord, and I'd...
Yes.
But he gives you like a playful smirk as
Yes.
he's not actually telling you off. I think, well, your visit is fortuitous. You said that your family, the Weirlights, right? You serve?
Yes, I serve the Weirlight.
They're at the Dulvers right now.
Yes, I'm working on a deal for some copper.
Immediately, a lot of the men in the room begin to whisper each other and goes, "Well, Clarissa, I have to say, I'm fuming, like, because just it's going." And then he just like slams his fist down on the table and like hits kind of like a mug, and it goes ding, just goes flying. He just goes through like 5 emotions very quick.
He's in puberty, yes.
Well, if he did hit puberty, he's a bit past. He looks like a man. Like up close, he doesn't look 17. He looks like a full, but apparently he's 17. He's very tall. But he kind of looks over at you. Things are not going right now. And is
Mountain clans.
Mountain clan.
I would say it again for
Yeah.
third times.
Past few months, the raids, they've become more and the raiders are getting better and better on it.
Do you mind me asking why? Doesn't seem much sense in that.
You said why is your family dealing with it? I'd ask you first.
Why we're dealing with the Dulvers?
Yes. Why are you dealing with the Dulvers?
They have... I'm sorry. We need their copper? That's usually how deals work. Is something amiss?
You're going to have to give me a tip and check.
Let's do it.
If you have bluff, this will also work.
Win!
Do it, do it, do it.
Pretty good at those. How's it gonna go?
Yeah, that is 2 degrees of success. I think. No, hold on. Yes, 2 degrees.
If it
Yes,
was 9.
2 degrees. Because it's against his will, passive.
Nice.
So, yeah. Yeah, so he nods. He goes, "Very well, sorry. I don't mean to press you. It's just, I don't know what to do anymore." And he kind of gestures to the men, and they all nod down in his... Like, you kind of remember him being a dramatic kid, and he apparently has not grown that, because, like, he's being very dramatic right now. And he sits down, and he just rubs his brow. See, he has the family freckle. You see, this might color your dealings with them. I don't know who to trust with this information, but can I trust you, cousin?
Of course, of course.
Loaded fucking question.
Why don't you make me a charm check?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, where is charm? Sorry.
It's under
Persuasion.
persuasion.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a success with an. Oh, that's two degrees of success. So, you smile and you go, of course. Maybe like put a hand on his shoulder and like sit down. You look concerned. He goes, well, some of the weapons. I had some of the weapons taken from the fallen. And I put them before Ren Alyard, my master smith. And, Alyard recognized the makers. And that's of the smith in Fairmarket. And see, when that... and then... Well, I had some men press the smith at Fairmarket. And after he was pressed... he immediately recognized the blade as a part of a lot he had sold a year past to Harold Dulver. For some reason, Harold Dulver is arming mountain clan. I don't know what I did to offend the man. We've never even spoken. I don't even know who he is. Besides the vulture, I've heard the reputation, and the black turnips and all that stuff. But I don't know what I did to offend the man. I began, politely enough, asking for parley, offering truce. Not one raven was returned. Not one. I've never got a single raven in reply. Not one. And, as weeks went by and more of my killed by raiders, bearing the very same arms, I grew angry. I am angry. I wrote to him again, this time demanding reparations and cessation of us. I got back derision and denial. And then, about 3 weeks ago, I have now begun to gird myself for war. But, and he kind of like leans down and kind of, my blood is cooled a bit. I think again of peace, but I don't. This man seems set on his course, and he won't respond to a single one of my messages. My pleas for peace have fallen on deaf ears. If he wants war, if Dolba wants war, Tolson will give it to him. But I do fear for the life of my people. While we've gained good money after gaining these lands, and the castle is defensible enough, cousin, to be honest, I just don't have the men. Dolver on an open field would wipe us. I'm thinking about sending a rider. A direct messenger, not a bird, Ravens can gloss. There's all throughout the mountains, there's tons of hawks. Who knows? Maybe he hasn't even gotten it. I don't know. But I've yet to actually send a rider, but I fear he'll be stabbed and thrown into a moat or something. But you see, the opportunity you have just given me, Clarissa, your family is with the Dolvers, as you told me. You are welcome there. If you could take my letter back to him, I know that's asking a lot, and Tullison is not your house. I am aware of that. We are kin by blood, but but you owe no allegiance to mine or mine. And I know you were here for a visit, And no, obviously knew not. And this could present a danger to your house's success in that. And damn it, I'm just not a man who could ask that, put someone else's neck on the line when I couldn't. But I'm desperate, Clarissa. Damn desperate. My people are dying. And I can't do a damn thing to help them. Will you help me, Clarissa?
It might be my life on the line, but if I don't help you, it's all of those people out in your yards training. So I believe it's in our best interests that I help you.
He slims back, he goes, you're an angel. You are divine from the seven. Clarissa, thank you. And he takes your hand, thank you, and he kisses it. He goes, I hope this works. We just can't stand any more of this. If you can get anything out of him, why he did this, if I did something to offend him, it was never my intention.
I believe you.
But no. If this doesn't work, I'm not going to stand idly by. We'll go.
Can I make... I don't know. I just want to sit back a little bit and,
Sure.
observe his state where he's at right now.
Absolutely. Yep. Awareness, empathy, that would be.
Okay.
It's going to be a difficulty of 6.
Man wears his
I don't think I
Jesus
can.
Christ.
Yeah. I don't think I'm capable of it.
Yeah, Jesus. So that's 11, 16, 21. 4 degrees of success. Yeah, I mean, Dunstan has never been a complicated. He's very much completely his heart on his sleeve. He seems frustrated, dejected, sad, angry. You can tell he is backed into a corner. If he does not go to war, he is essentially giving his land to. And you can tell he's not an idiot, and he's not a hot-headed man. He doesn't want to go to war. He doesn't want to fight Harold Dolver. But he's definitely a strong lord. His father was always a good man, very rational, very calm. Dunstan was always seen as very dramatic, but you weren't actually very sure of if he would be a very good lord. But after actually seeing this display, you think Dunstan's going to make a pretty good lord of the house. He's still very dramatic, the way his speech, it's something of a play almost. And that's not lost on you. That is air. But he is speaking candidly with you. Yeah, he seems sad, mad, a little hopeful that maybe you can help. He obviously, you're pretty sure he knows of your skill as a seneschal. Maybe your mother wrote to him or something. But yeah, is there anything specific you want to know about him?
I mostly think she's just checking to see if he really has no idea why this would happen.
The thing he's the most mad at is he has no idea why this. Okay. He is truly lost on why this is happening.
And he dismissed his council, or are they still there? Sorry.
No, he dismissed his council. It was just you.
Okay, great. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it was just you two in the room.
Do you want to write out a letter, or would you like me to send a
No,
verbal
I have a letter. I'll have the house seal to know it's from me directly.
Sure.
And he goes, actually, I have one prepared. Didn't know it. And he will go. You walk to his office, and he gives it to you. I really am at my wit's end.
Hopefully I will be back soon with good news.
Thank you, cousin. Thank you. Please stay the night, though, at least.
All right, you going
Your
to treat
horses
me
are
to some
tired.
good wine?
The best wine I think the best wine I have. It's pretty good.
It's good enough.
He nods. Yeah. So you're treated to a night at the. You of course meet up with Eve, who's his mother. She seems upset that her son is so upset. You know.
Oh.
Eve kind of reminds you a lot of Vivian. She's very strong, very direct, deep love for her family. She doesn't dress as finely as she does. Like, her clothes are obviously expensive, but it's just there's not pageantry to her look than Vivian's. It doesn't seem like she make sure she looks like well. This might have to do with the fact that she doesn't have a husband anymore because he died. He did. He's a dead person. He's deceased.
An
How many
ex-husband.
more ways can we say?
Indeed.
Those exist in Game of Thrones.
So, while I'm talking to her,
Mhm.
because Dunstan doesn't have a lady, so
Nope.
she's totally gonna bring it up. She's gonna be like, "So, do you have any plans for Dunstan? Are you letting him pick his own lady?"
She'll perk up a little and goes, "It's so difficult to think of such things at this time, but I do have some idea." Yeah, she will talk about how there's an eligible Tully, from the side the branch family, could be good. She's heard really good things about the Hartworth daughters. She's heard that the liege lord Limros Hartworth is quite a charming man, and his daughters are equally charming.
All very good choices, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's hoping for a Hartworth. She's like, a Tully would be good, but the Hartworth lands, I think they're almost all wetland. We're all might be a good bet. Besides, Dunstan's such a pretty boy. He deserves.
Yes, he's so cute.
Isn't
and
he so handsome?
Give him a nice
He's
pitch.
so handsome, and he's just like, I'm making for war, women.
I am right here.
So am I, Dunstan.
Fair. He just goes to his dinner. Yes. So while that's going on, family,
Yeah,
do your
Yes.
how-do.
we're here. Hello.
What are you doing? Is there people you want to try and talk to? Is there something in town you want to go? You have some.
Well, the one person I wanted to talk to is not here, so.
Oh, his wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you could roll status breeding to know maybe something about her. Maybe if someone.
Sure. I'll status breeding.
That's always an option to know things about people.
Okay. Sure. I'll give it a whack.
Oh, fuck yeah. 2 degrees of success. Well, you do know both Sir Walton and Lady Felice are quite religious.
Oh, but no.
And in Stony Hearth, there was a quite nice-looking sept.
Well, I'm gonna make my way over, talk to a scepter or septum.
Mm-hmm.
That's my.
Does anyone want to join Vivian to the septum?
I can join.
Okay, Mariella. Anyone else?
I suppose I will accompany my lady.
Very well. Then Henrik and Imora, what do you two do? I do mention you did want to go talk to some drunk soldier.
Did, or I did at least. I did.
Well, yeah, and Namora as well.
Oh, can we go? Yeah.
Namora, do you
If-
want to bring Henrik to go talk to?
Can I tag along?
Yeah, I might as well. I might as well accompany this troublemaker before he.
As your Padawan.
Mhm.
Yes, teach me
And-
your ways.
Yeah.
More
Absolutely.
stories
How to
about
be
the
drunk and
ladies.
fight. Teach me.
Absolutely, yeah.
No, but no where it's going. I was like, no, Lady Mara, can I? I don't really want to go with my family to the Sept. I have one at our home. Can I go with you instead?
Sorry, you cut out like a whole lot there.
Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I think it's mine.
No, I'll ask if I don't really want to go with my family to the Sept right now. Kind of.
Mhm.
Could I maybe go with you instead? Oh, I promise I won't get under your feet too much.
Yeah, of course. You can always come with me whenever you want. My plan, at least, was I was going to see if there were any. This whole hall is just such a killjoy. Everything here is
It's
dark
so
and black.
depressing. Yeah.
All the guards wearing black. I was going to see if I could find some of these guards and maybe see if anybody around here knows how to have a good time.
That'd be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Come with me.
Well, let's go find out.
Come help me find some alcohol. That always loosens lips.
I can find alcohol. Don't worry.
I search for alcohol.
We roll to find alcohol.
Henrik has a nose for alcohol.
Well, I do know. I think I like some nice wine. So yeah, I know how to find good alcohol.
So,
If there's
so
some
I,
around,
so
I guess.
I know soldiers, and I know that they may or may not appreciate like a decent wine, but they will absolutely appreciate just moonshine brewed in someone's tub if it's
Probably.
Yeah.
So, but,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely go find the barracks of this place.
Mhm.
You can definitely find that.
Yeah.
So you guys will go there, and then the family, the mother, father, daughter, will go to the Sept. So let's go to the Sept first.
Oh, we're so perfect.
So you go into town, into Stony Hearth, and you go into the Sept. It's rather nice, quite big. Definitely paid for well with money. You see a few small folk in there, just like in the pews, like praying. They're all, of course, it's not like a one thing, and there's 7 sides, So there's like a bunch of pews set up in 7 angles. There is, you see one man, he's a bit portly, kind of light brown hair, very slight beard. He's currently like polishing some candles, the kind of set up ones. He's dressed as a septon would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to go up to him. Might I converse with you?
He turns around and sees you and he goes, of course, sweet daughter of the mother. But don't think I've seen you round here. Are you visiting? You can't be visiting Deepin Hall, are you?
I am.
Well, you're dressed as a lady, like my lady.
Yes.
Oh, yes, and he then seems to notice tea drink, and he's like, "Oh, hi."
I am Vivian Weirlight, and this is my husband, Tedrick Weirlight.
Oh, well, 7 blessings upon you.
7 blessings.
And 7 blessings upon you, young lady, and sees you, Mariella.
Yeah, I do like slight like curtsy nod ish kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he bows fairly deeply. Goes, I'm Septon Arlen. I am the Baylor here. How may I assist you?
I was seeking perhaps conversation or words with you because we are here speaking with Lord Dover, and I had wanted to speak with his wife. Her and I, we were close companions in our girlhood, but she's not here.
Oh, no, Lady Felice is not.
Mm-hmm. Did she perhaps come to speak with you before her departure?
Well, he kind of seems a little thinking. He goes, well, unfortunately, it's a bit. He kind of like he seems like he's debating should or say something.
We can speak on.
Does a soul, but words said in haste can cause wars.
True.
Proverbs 7. Like,
God damn it.
John 4:12.
and he goes, sit, please sit.
John 4:20.
He sits down.
I am going to go and pay my respects.
You're gonna
7.
do like
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely.
Light candles.
And then kneel down in prayer.
Yeah, he likes that. As a priest, he's like, dope.
Priest will remember this.
Because
Yeah.
that's the first time
Yes.
you've seen a lord in his. Lord knows Harold hasn't. He goes, well, I do know the family. I see Felice quite often for service. We talk on occasion. I will admit to spending a son, Sir Walton, grand boy, that's very interested in philosophy and the Seven in general. We talk often. I like the lad a lot. He was anointed in this very set.
I was hearing of that. My father. Oh gosh, I forgot my own last name. What is
Adderfell.
it?
Adderfell.
Lord Adderfell. He said great praise of
It's
Walton.
Weirlight.
Oh yes, the Adderfells. Devout.
Man
I
hates
give-
his horses.
I give a knowing nod because there's religious and then there's religious.
Yeah.
Yes. But I come to you worried about Felice, but also Walton as well, because speaking with Lord Harold, he had disclosed in confidence with me that he and his son had different views, and I
Yes.
worry
they
for
do,
the father
unfortunately.
always says that opposition in family leads to an unsteady foundation.
I would say so. I wish I could help them. Lord Harold, while a wise and cunning and very, honestly, a lot of people don't know, very well-natured lord, he cares very deeply for his people. I doubt I've heard not enough wood in their fire and not enough food on their table. He cares for his people, but he's not the warmest man. And I think Walton loves his father, but he doesn't always get everything from him. And the boy and I have sort of a rapport. See, I'm not from Stonyhoff. No, I was born in the capital. And I've been, well, all over Westeros. I was a wandering septon for quite some time in my life, but I studied here because this is where my feet gave out. It smiles. And I like the people here. I like the Dulvers. They're different. I'm sure your house is quite lovely, Lady Vivienne. But Sir Walton always has a certain spark to him. He's very devout. Maybe not as devout as he should be. He is a man. But and the father made many I think men in the image, all of the 7 rather than just one. But I think Lord Harold resents me. He doesn't like me very much, and he has made it very apparent on several occasions. Never threatened me, mind you, never threatened,
Of course.
but has made his dislike of me, and I don't mind that. But there was, I believe, there was an argument, a very big one, and well, Sir Walton was very exasperated. He came to me. He sort of just talked at me. I'm sure you know what that's like. But he just went on how his father wouldn't see reason, and that he's pig-headed and stubborn, such things. And he decided to take off with his mother. And of course, they took young Helen with them. Sweet dear.
And he didn't mention at all what the argument was about.
I think, well, he did, but I just didn't understand. I do know, I believe it has something to do with the Tullisons.
I did hear something about that, perhaps that they had been doing negotiations.
I don't know. I think there's some trouble. I know Dunstan Tullison. I met him he probably wouldn't have remembered me. It was 7 years ago. He's just a boy. But I remember a young, impetuous but good-hearted boy. I have heard the rumors around. Have you heard them? I heard that Dunstan is hell-bent on confrontation with the Dulvers. That's what the word around town is.
I see.
And I just can't believe it.
Not
That boy was
it baffles
a bit impetuous, a little dramatic, but
it baffles me all the same that either of these two men would want to go. Would come to conflict.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about Lord Harold wanting, but I would have a very hard. Lord Harold despises violence. He finds it a fool's game. He has a quote that I honestly used in sermons. Don't tell him that. But it's fascinating. I believe it is something like, men will fight wars with blades and bows, and I'll fight them with sheep and wheat. He values commerce and commerce. He seems to prefer peace. I recall even in the War of the Usurper, both Robert Baratheon and the king came to Deep, and they demanded he join the fight, but he refused. In Harold Dover's way, he invited them, and he showed them he had no men. It wasn't until Tywin Lannister asked to meet him on the field did suddenly he show up with 2 contingents of soldiers. And this is very famous. Lord Tywin asked Lord Harold, where had you find these soldiers? I heard they were gone. And he said, I had lost them, but I found them under some turnips.
I have heard that story many a times. And
it's a good story.
It is. It's a testament.
And I think it's a good lesson on prudence, temperance. Do you not? Knowing when to act and when to not. He immediately is like talking like.
Oh no! Of course. I'm trying to reel it back. For a man as clever as Lord, for a man as clever as Lord Dover to be able to do such wonders that become almost legend, why do you think he could not pacify?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, madam. I don't know the ins and outs of politics. Only that this is not to involve myself.
Of course. Well. But
Felice never spoke to me about any issues. But Walton was very upset with it.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the Tullisons. I heard the rumors about the Tullis reputation. That's all I really know.
Well, thank you, Seth.
I would hope you not use this information to harm
No,
the Dolphers.
not at all. I just wanted easy days and long summers from my dear friend and her.
That's right, you know Felice.
I do.
Yes, Weirlight. You're from the Reach,
Yes.
then. Ah, so you were on the other side of the...
Hmm.
Lord Diedrich, and he kind of lures to you. Were you at the Battle of Ashford?
Jesse, you're muted.
You're muted.
Yes, I was.
Ah, so
As I stand up.
you were part of the party that handed Robert his only defeat.
Yes,
Hmm.
this is true.
How do you feel that now he's the king?
I feel the seven work their ways.
Wisely said. You have a wise husband.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell he thinks he's wise. He's like, oh, smart. Well, you can
He's
tell
referencing the seven.
he's like, he's like, you have a wise husband, and you can tell he thinks you're wise because
Mm-hmm.
he's like, that's smart, that's a
Mhm.
smart man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I can't bring you any more comfort. If you want perhaps to pray with me for the salvation of the Dolphins,
I would.
well, let us pray. And he's just,
Oh, I think Mariella was.
Mariella, yeah, you can interrupt him.
probably during the small Ashford war thing. It's like to my mother. It's like, do we know if they also brought any of their house with them? Possibly for when the maester joined the household.
I don't know if you would know that.
Or if
I
Walton
can ask.
speaks to him frequently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sutton Ireland. We, in our visit to Lord Dover, we had noticed that he has a new maester. And there were staff within.
You're cutting in and out.
Sorry. Let me get closer. We had noticed that Lord Dover has a new maester, and that the rest of the staff had. Did the rest of the staff go with Felice visit her family?
I don't know. I don't know who. Everything and a new mace. It's not
Wait.
Falston.
No.
No, it is. It is.
Oh,
It is
Sorry.
false.
God. I have so many names. Okay.
Names.
I don't know the maester that you knew, but it's a change of face.
Understood. Well, you know the current one. I believe the last time I had spoke with Lord Dover, there was another one in.
Oh yes. Yes, Master Falston. He's fairly new, I believe. Let's see here. I believe he's been here. I want to say half a year or so. Maybe 8 months. Maybe a year. I'm very bad with time. I'm old. I've seen a lot. But I was the most learned. I think I was learned man in the land until the Maester Falston showed up.
Right. Interesting.
Do you know perchance where he hailed from previously?
Don't know. I know Lord Harold hired him. Don't know why. I don't know where he's from. We've talked on occasion. He's been all over. I mean, I think he came from Old Town, like most maesters.
One would imagine my uncle made that journey himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your uncle's a maester.
Indeed.
Fascinating. Yeah. Well, that's kind of, yeah. So he kind of,
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. Well.
Paulson and I, we don't talk often.
Mm-hmm. All right then. I will pray with him, and then
Sure.
I would like to give from my personal funds 2 gold drag as like
Yeah.
donate.
Donation to the
Mhm.
church. What? Gold dragons?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. If he's-
Whoa!
that's like you literally just put like two $100 bills in like the pass around jar, right? But the tip, yeah, he's just like, he sees you do that, and he's like, I'll let it be known.
Skip this prayer.
Be our friend.
Yeah, he just goes, well, I'll let it be known in these lands that generous.
Well-
That is entirely too much, but if I will not, as it does not mind to refuse.
7 Ireland.
7 blessings upon all of Lady Vivian, Lady Mariella, Lord Tedrick.
7 blessings.
All right, let's go to the other 2.
Oh, 7 hells! Finally, let's go.
Nymora, Henrik,
Yay.
walk into the barracks common room, right?
Mhm.
There's some men, it's later at night. There's some men drinking, they're off duty.
Mm-hmm.
There is, they're all like, varying aged, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You do see one guy who definitely seems apart from them. He's much older,
Mm-hmm.
like a good amount older, like in his 60s, maybe. He's in armor still, but maybe like a little loosened a bit. He's definitely gained probably a bit of weight later years, but he looks grizzled as all hell.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 really distinct scars. Like one cuts through his entire scalp.
Mm-hmm.
That just has like there is just a line of does not grow. And he's drinking with some of the
Mhm.
men. He's not saying much though.
So on the way there,
Yeah.
Nymora would tell Henrik just like,
Mm.
so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't drink too much, because you're going to be eyes and ears for a bit. Yeah, Henrik? Never underestimate the things that soldiers can hear.
Remember that.
And just gonna walk into the barracks and just raise my voice and say, I'm looking for a drink and a fist fight. Who here thinks that they can accommodate me?
Oh my god.
Some soldiers look up, they look at you, and they
Mhm.
all burst into laughter.
Yeah? You want to
like-
put those tongues
is it
where
like-
your
wait.
fists are, gentlemen?
Is it like a condescending kind of laugh? Like, oh, this shicker, like,
Maybe both.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
He goes, well, we've got a drink. I like, it's not a tavern. I don't think, like, no, I don't think we should get in a fist fight. It goes, no fucking insurrection under this fucking house. And he's looking at
Jesus.
all the men there. He kind of looks up at you though, and he goes, if you're looking for a drink, here, we've got alcohol. Please don't start a fight with my men.
Yeah, we can start with the drink.
Yeah, they pour you a drink though, and they make room.
Nice, man.
So Henrik, you come in behind her, and they all like adjust. They like sit up and look at you, kind of
God
weird.
God damn it.
Because you're
I'm
wearing
dressed
clothes.
down.
You
I'm
dressed
trying-
down.
I've tried to dress down if that's okay. I don't know. Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not going
I
in
don't-
there.
Do you own any clothing that isn't worth like a lot?
He doesn't
I'm
wear the
taking off-
rings or the capelet.
I take off the rings. Definitely. I think the I don't have the cape on.
Mess
I
your
got,
hair
like-
up a little bit so this my
I do-
hair
I do
stays
have-
a little much.
I do have
and-
like dressed down like travel clothes. Like even though
Yeah.
I like to dress fancy, I don't do it all the time. It's not practical. So yeah,
Sure.
I'm wearing just like
Yeah.
pretty
There's
dressed down, but like
you'll never
neat
not
clothes.
look. a lord because your skin is perfect and
Mhm.
like
You
your
have
teeth
no
are nice.
scars and babe
I
dots.
can't. Yeah, I
You're
can't
not
help it.
covered in
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
How do we know he's the king? Oh, he hasn't got shit on him. Yeah. There we
You're
go.
bathed.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
So
look.
But yeah, Henrik walks in, but Nymora is just going to act
Very awkward.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I'm just going to act as if like it's totally normal that he's with me, and I'm just going to take a seat at the table
sure.
and reach for the alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll
So
run
if you
to-
want to kind of like endear yourself,
Mm.
charm test.
Yeah, I'm
Which-
not super. I'm
That's
not
okay. The
super
DC's
charming.
not high.
Yeah, but
For you, Nymora, it's 6.
is this persuasion?
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
think
little,
it's
it's
two,
a
I
little
think, right?
higher for you, Henrik, but
I'll give it a try.
That's fine. I'll be
Yes.
like,
19.
wow.
there we go.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yes. Yes. Ah.
I can hold my liquor usually, and
Yeah, you have.
apparently people like fist fights, even if it's not actually happening.
Yeah, no. You talk about stuff and you just start going, and they're just like, "Oh, you're Dornish." Oh, okay. Like as if
No.
you
That makes sense. Yeah.
now, like you just in general make more sense. And they
Yeah.
seem to like be okay with the fact that you're Dornish because you're like, "Oh, right, these people aren't from the Reach." They have a different relationship, right?
Yeah, it's like don't get it mixed up. I mean, my father was Dornish, but I'm a Reachman.
He goes, like, a lady bastard, huh? They're
Yeah.
like, hey, Colin, maybe you can actually get some. And they're like, hey, God, shut up.
So I welcome you to try, gentle sir.
He's like,
Tell you that I'm a lot harder to impress than your normal lady bastard.
yeah, they laugh at that. Henrik, why don't you
Yeah.
give me a
God
charm?
damn.
Give me a charm roll.
Okay, here we go. God damn it. Ooh.
As Henrik is laughing awkwardly in the background.
I don't get to see right now. I just cannot. And it's like awkward.
But Henrik is attractive, is beautiful too. So
He is very.
So you
yeah,
gotta
I don't know if this
re-roll
will serve
one.
me well here in a room full of hardened
does.
soldiers, but I would
does.
It
try.
works.
It
Yeah.
does, actually.
it's just like
Try.
having an aura.
Oh,
There you go.
Nice.
Just as charming.
Twins.
high five.
And yeah, one of them, you just talking some battles, and you're just like, there's fucking, fucking raids from the goddamn. They're all talking about battles, and I'm like, a few years ago, some damn raids from the fucking from Pikeman, fucking Ironborn, and you're like, oh yeah, Ironborn, and like,
Yeah.
the fuck you know about a Reachman? And then you're like, oh, I was
Tell
at
them
Pike,
about the rebellion.
I've handled
Yeah.
some of this. Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah, I fucking killed men at Pike. Like, oh shit, well, excuse me, and they kind of get in it with,
Hmm.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, so you just kind of get to know these guys.
Mhm.
You drink, they're drinking and talking with you. The kind of whoever the commander guy is, he's like occasionally chuckling or something, but he's not looking at it. Kind of just like,
Mhm.
it looks like his mind's elsewhere.
So I'm going to wait. I'm gonna wait for them to get like not 100% sloshed,
Yeah.
but just like a little, like maybe a little bit tipsy. Like
Mhm.
I'm purposely like I'm drinking, but I'm holding back a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna wait till people are like relatively tipsy, and then bring up, it's like, so what do you do for fun around here? I mean, this place is such a sad sack. I mean, that Meister is creepy as all hell.
Falston?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's smart though.
What the fuck is his deal? He was crouched over Lord Dulver like a big spider the entire dinner.
One of them goes like, "Oh, well, I fucking feel bad for Lord Dolvo let near him. He's got to do everything now, essentially."
Really? What happened to like his staff, his wife, his kids?
Oh, the whole staff, they're here. He just
Yeah.
doesn't want anyone near him.
Is it because of the wife and kids? Is it marital problems?
He goes, he kind of shrugged like, I don't actually know what happened. Yeah, they left. Some argument.
Huh.
So, you know, right? And the guy kind of leads up and goes, kind of like looks at some of his men and goes, are you talking to strangers about the house's business right now? And they just immediately like, oh, we're not supposed to do that. And they're like obviously a bit drunk.
Am I a stranger? I thought that we were friends.
Yeah, the older guy again kind of looks at you. He goes, you're happy to drink here,
Yeah,
but you're not a Dolver.
that's fair. I try not to spread my family's business too.
Oh, like, yeah, so it seems like these guys don't literally know anything.
Mhm.
However, it does definitely seem like that the old guy
Yeah.
definitely knows something.
Yeah. So, have you been here a long time, old timer?
They all laugh. Like the other guys laugh, and he just like, you could say that. He goes, you don't know who this is, do you?
No, I don't really know much about people outside of 3.
He goes, this is Sir Gamble Hill.
Do I know who that is?
I know who that is.
Both of you could make status breeding.
I don't status.
You know, you have that.
Status.
Do I actually have it
16.
Nice.
though? I don't. But I got a decent status, so we'll check.
Jesus.
Jesus fuck. You know,
Nymora,
it's
you
social
immediately go,
security number.
oh, this is Harold Dolver's uncle.
Oh.
He is also the master at arms and like castellan of this castle.
Nice. So he got experience.
Yeah, and he's old,
Mhm.
but he's fought in he fought in the Blackfire.
Okay. So, what does Henrik know that Nymora doesn't?
Henrik, yeah, you've heard of some of the exploits. You know he's Harold Dolver's uncle. Bastard. He's the bastard brother of Harold's father. That he was kept on because he's loyal to the. You know that him and his nephew generally get along, and he's generally known as like a jovial man. But you definitely can see that he seems not jovial right now. So you definitely feel you've heard about this man.
Okay. He's a knight, right? Too.
He's a knight.
Okay.
He is
And
a
he's a-
full ass knight,
And he's a bastard.
and he's a bastard.
So,
So
Does
immediately,
Nymora know
Nymora, you're
that?
like, oh shit.
yeah, does Nymora know he's a bastard?
You do know he's a bastard.
Okay.
His last name is Hill.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My
Yeah,
head
Sir
was just like,
Gamble.
that's a normalized last name.
Like in Reach, it's flowers. I
Yeah.
get confused too. It's okay. It's like,
Uh,
wait, oh yeah.
Yeah, Sir Gamble Hill.
So like my eyes get like really wide, and I was just like, no, you're shitting me. You fought in the Blackfire Rebellion.
and they all go, fuck right, he did. He goes, yes, I was there.
You've got some amazing stories to tell. Not to mention some incredible battle jewelry right there. And she sort of like gestures towards the scar.
He
And
goes,
she's like,
yep, Kane and Blackfire gave me this one.
holy shit.
That's so rad.
I need to be honest.
Yeah,
man,
Henrik, you're like,
yeah, she's like,
So cool.
she's like, I'll be honest, you're kind of everything that I'm trying to work up towards, you know?
you want to be a knight?
Yeah. I've wanted to be a knight since I was a little girl.
Well, I met a lady knight too. Like, well, I will say, bastards can be knights. You can tell immediately after he's immediately warming up to you.
Yeah. Like, so this is not her trying to be like
Yeah,
schmoozing either. Like,
this is you
like,
being genuine, right?
I've 100% is like, holy shit, this is a bastard knight, and I've heard about him, and this I'm really excited.
Yeah, you always try to feel like, are there bastards?
Mhm.
Gamba Hill is one of the only bastards.
Yeah.
And here he is. And he's immediately like, well, you just have to find your opportunity. And like, he seems like immediately more into talking to you than
Yeah.
you want to be a knight. He seems to like respect that.
I kind of like turn
Yeah, fully.
away from the other guys and was like, thanks, boys.
Hey.
Shush,
Yeah.
shush, shush.
Not like
Cool, you're
not like
nice.
fully-
Yeah, yeah.
not putting my back to them, but just sort of like turning to face towards him. And just like,
Yeah, he'll start talking to you a little more.
yeah,
So-
tell me. I want to hear all of the stories about everything that you've done.
Yeah, so he's like, I mean, not much. I mean, I got this one from Kane and Blackfire.
Not much.
This one right here.
Mhm.
This is from this one right here is actually from the Battle at Dragonstone.
Mhm.
That siege was nasty. We finally broke it, I think, through the fucking Targaryen lines, and he just like starts going thing, right?
Mhm.
And telling you some stories. So is there anything now? Some stories are thrown back and forth.
So I want to I'm trying to figure out a little bit more of what's happening.
Sure.
So like after we've been talking for a little while,
Mhm.
and
I
like
feel like he likes you enough that you might get somewhere if you just
yeah. But like I'll just like after we've been talking for a while, I'll just be like, hey, I know I said that I'm not going to pry about your family's business, but hey, I mean, from one bastard to another, if there's anything that we can help with, I mean, Lord Delver seems like a decent guy. I mean, he's a little bit, what do you say, like to the point?
he
But
nods.
I mean, it's like when he was talking about his like wife and kids at dinner, he seemed really sad. And so, if there's anything we can do to help,
Ugh. And he immediately like puts his hand in his face. Like, he looks like yeah.
that's not a good noise.
Yeah, you're not really sure what's up with empathy.
Yeah. Awareness, empathy.
Yeah.
Garbage. 6.
You're like, oh, that's a bad noise.
Yeah, that's a bad noise.
What about you, Henrik? You interested?
Do you want to be like?
Yeah, I'll be
doing
interested.
this?
I'm just there. I'm also here. Hello. Yeah.
Do things.
My
Stick with the
awareness-
soldiers.
Let's see if you're
Not great.
distracted.
Let's see. Get Bubba 6. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm having drinks with soldiers,
Both are
man.
just like how help. Pat.
I'm
how
telling-
help.
I'm telling.
So Henrik, you're just like, oh
war
my god,
stories.
what's wrong, man? Are you okay?
Hey, you cool? What's up? Yeah.
Wow.
I'll also, yeah. I'll also be like, hey, there.
Funny as
Campbell,
hell,
I've heard of your stories of like your feats since I was a child. I've also was a bit sad because I heard of Sir Walton. I know he's only a few years older than me, but he's already a knight, and I was hoping to pick his brain for advice,
I'm
and
so
he's
sorry,
not here.
Lord. Fuck. It's my fault. It's all my fault.
Sure, it's not
I-
true, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
But-
that the whatever's going on there can't be all.
See,
your fault.
I learned a long time ago to not put my nose in the business of Trueborn. But I did, and I fucked it all.
Oh, well, shit. You
It's-
got any
it's-
idea?
It's just
Got any ideas of how to fix it? Whatever it is.
with the whole thing, there's been this business.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been going on for damn far too long. I was hoping to bring my nephew and grandnephew. I was hoping to bring them back together. They love each other. They love each other so fucking.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just so mad at each other. And I tried to step in, and I butted in. To my great fucking regret.
And now
Harold took very much offense. Walton simply stalked off, indignant, angry. Neither of them have spoken to me since.
oh
it's a shame.
god, it's like that thing where it's like you don't tell me how to raise my child, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted them to be okay. I
Why
love
are
the
they-
boys.
Why are they fighting in the beginning? Is it just like
Ugh. Listen. I mean, they've been at each other's throats all along. It's the whole business with Septinar.
uh huh?
It's just, the boy he looks for counsel, and his
Mhm.
father doesn't always give it to him. But Arlen does. He's a good man. I've talked to him. Learned for sure. Don't know if he'd know which way to point his sword if I gave it to him. But a good man. Harold dislikes it. He always sees people hiding behind this, feels his son is starting to do it, and now he's hiding from him. And this recent business, they just got at each other's throat, and I tried to say something, blew up in my face. They haven't spoken to me in weeks. Walton left. Harold won't look at me. I used to have his ear. I used to counsel him. Now, of all times, he won't listen to me. Just listens to Falston. Of course, he listens to Falston. Falston wouldn't put his own foot in his mouth.
And what's Falston's deal? I mean, he was hovering over, like I said, he was hovering over.
I mean,
over like
I'm
a
guessing
spider.
that's just how Harold likes it. He's the only one he talks to anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone he pissed off. Harold. Everyone else has either angered him or. I want to talk to him, but he won't talk to me. I hope he. I don't know if he ever will again.
I mean, there's
I love
got to
that
be
boy.
something. There's got to be something that we can do. Like,
Well, here's the long and short of it. I mean, I want him to listen to me because it's a matter of Tullison and Harold, right? They have a clear intention to meet, you know? Harold's clear intention to meet Lord of Mountain's Reach in battle. But here's the thing. We can't win that battle.
It's like, I don't think the Tullisons have gotten much people either.
You
I
don't
don't think-
understand.
Yeah,
You don't
maybe.
understand. The
You'll have-
Dobermen are dowdy enough,
Mm.
but they're garrison troops. We're trained for defense. They
With a hall like this, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't. He would have to empty Deepin Hall, leaving the seat of his power practically undefended. It's a recipe for disaster. But Harold won't listen. Not to me, anyway.
Why are you talking about going to possible war with the? Forgot the name real quick. Tillisons.
Tolson, I don't know. I know he's mad at them. I mean, honestly, for the past few years, Harold has grumbled about the Tollisons, you know? He doesn't believe they deserve. They kind of. I mean, no offense to the Tollisons, I do agree with him a little bit. The Tollisons sort of didn't do anything to get their nobility. They just sort of.
Inherited.
They kind of just farmed well. And then the Lord of the River Run. Well, a whole family died out, and he basically just gave them their old. And then suddenly, this one random family is incredibly rich and has one of the best castles in the Riverlands.
If you farm turnips well enough, you get
You farm
become a
turnips.
lord.
Don't doubt the turnips.
And
there.
Harold,
Yeah.
who scraped and rocked and was given dead lands, dead halls, and worked his damn ass off to get where he is, I think he's just. But that was it. It's not like he'd ever go to war over that shit, but just, I don't know. Things have changed.
Like if it's just for a castle, like the Tillisons don't have they have good lands, but not a strong army, and certainly not enough to go to war over.
Well, here's the thing. The Tullisons know their land.
Mm-hmm.
They can defend it well. And that's what we would be doing, going to Tullison land. And their men, they know how to, if they wield it, they'd use guerrilla fighters. I know that. And our men, they would not do well against that.
What the fuck has got them so angry?
I
gotta
wish
be.
I knew.
There's got to be something else. Like,
If anyone knows, it's Falston.
yeah.
I can't get near Falston because he never leaves. I wish he would talk to me, but
Listen,
Falston's a reasonable man. Maybe if
uh-huh.
you could get him alone, you could talk to him. Maybe he might know something.
You know, I'm like, I want to say that I'm just like a sworn sword, you know, but I want to say that I'm like decent relations with my family, you know?
Sure.
I'm gonna ask.
Bar, I'm right here. I was like, no, you are. You're fantastic. I don't know
Henrik,
what to tell you.
Henrik, hush. Don't tell.
I'm here
Hush,
too. Hello.
quiet. Hush. But I want to I'll ask our Meister and see if maybe if anyone can get Falston alone, it's going to be another Meister. Another
That's
Meister.
true. That's true. I wish
Thorsten's
this
a
whole
good guy.
business was over. I've never seen Harold so angry before. He's fuming. He hates Dunstan Tullison. I don't know why. I mean, he's always disliked him just for general reasons, but something changed.
Am I aware of who Dunstan Tullison is just through
Clarissa?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm
No,
aware
it's
he's
like
just
your cousin. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
overly
and he's-
dramatic,
yeah. So,
kind of like smart cousin.
so I'm kind of I'm trying to connect what on earth could Dunstan Tullison do to make anyone this angry at him?
He's one of the most likable guys around.
Yeah, because he's a largely likable, maybe occasionally insufferable, teenager.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to yeah. So I'm gonna pour Sir Gamble another drink
Sure.
and
Takes
just
it.
be and just sort of pat the table next to him,
Mhm.
and just be I'm gonna see if I can help this. Sometimes
I mean, it's not your people's business, but the fact that
no.
Henrik, are you the heir? I don't know anything about House Weirlight.
I am.
Honestly,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't pay attention to a ton of the. Most of you are Sally. No offense to you.
All right.
Yeah.
For real, it's a lot of names you have to memorize, and it gets
Yeah,
it-
God, heraldry.
gets me too.
I mean, the Westerlands have got heraldry, but
yeah.
it's not
No.
that important.
Don't talk to me about heraldry.
I don't
No,
pay
I-
attention to that shit.
The
I just know
outside.
the only
filter
heraldry
and-
I know is the. That's all you really need to know. But you seem like a good lad. If the House Weirlight is actually concerned about, good.
Sorry, you cut out there.
He goes, if the House Weirlight is concerned about Harold just for meeting him today on business, you're good people. You're a good man, Henrik.
This
And you,
place
a
is
good
sad.
woman, Nymora.
Yes.
Nymora?
Nymora.
Nymora?
Yeah, like Nymeria.
Nymora.
Yeah, my mom.
Oh,
she was,
Nymeria.
Yeah, my mom. She's just followed the regular naming convention. Everyone got to be
Nymora.
named after the warrior queen.
Nymora.
But
He's just like, he's just like,
just bastards got to stick together. Yeah, I'll go talk to Thorsten for you.
I
And-
appreciate it.
Yeah, and I know it's just I know it's another family butting their noses into, but sometimes you got to have an outside perspective.
I think someone has to, but I'm just going to tell you, don't talk to Harold directly because he's not having any of it from anyone.
No, that's
It's a bad case.
that's three cats in a sack.
He won't listen to the people most close.
Bone.
Not stranger.
Yeah, no, that's. No offense to him, but that man could crush coal into diamonds.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. He's a good man, though. He really is. I love my brother. He kept me on. He's the reason The man did not know how to. He bankrupted this house, and I thought I would see the last of it, but
Yeah, you don't gotta be. You
Harold
don't
saved
gotta
it.
have a. You don't gotta be likable or have a shining personality to be a good person. And sometimes that's all that matters. Is just do the right thing. So
yeah, he just kind of shakes it. Harold really is. We owe him everything. I just wish someone could reach him. All right, I've talked enough. I'm gonna go take a shit. And he just.
good luck with that.
And he goes, "Excuse me, my lord. I hope you."
All right.
And he goes to, well, apparently do what he said he did.
Follow
Alright.
through on his words.
I sort of pat Henrik's shoulder and say, "Make friends in low places. Sometimes it gets you to higher places than you could reach."
All right. Well, with that, with Clarissa on her way returning, Septon Arlen and Sir Gam investigated and talked to. A picture is starting to form about this plot, but its organizers, the details, the truth, still unrevealed. Next time will it be resolved, or will break out in two great houses, possibly kill each other.
Hopefully not.
The plot thickens. Ooh.
But we will concede that here and pick it up
Yes.
next time. On Dice Droppings, Song of Fire and Ice role-playing. And see where the Chronicles of House Weirlight take us. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, my players, for playing. I know not everyone got a opportunity to do things. T-Drick, you were
That's
very
okay.
patient, just sitting there, being a good Lord prop.
I'm good.
But I assure you, if things are going the way next session is going to be spicy.
Ooh.
That's the thing. I don't expect any one of us to get full time every session.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good. I'm glad you all know. Vivian got a full on in.
That was great.
Good amount of talking. Nymora got to talk to Sir Gamble Hill. Got her away from the family. You guys is crazy.
Mhm.
Let's see if she gets murdered on the way back.
Oh no!
And on that
You
note,
lose.
we should end
Why?
our episode. Done.
Well, I mean,
Done.
Goodbye,
Yes,
everybody.
no
Thanks for
problem.
coming. See you next time.
Bye.